about a Windows 10 power cut. Okay. Cortana, so is like a voice assistant. Microsoft Edge is a default web browser. Okay, default web browser. Microsoft Store is you want to install an application like you have a Google Store, like app stores are there, no? So like that it is that one. And you want to build your own application, or maybe for a Microsoft you want to build an application. So that is a universal Windows platform. Hyper-V, the future is not there in a Windows 10 and Windows 8 home editions. Like our laptops are home editions, Hyper-V won't be there. So check your which edition you are using. I will show you that how to see few features of Windows 10. Okay, so you have a Pro edition, Enterprise edition, and must be 64-bit. So in that one you will find Hyper-V, and in a Hyper-V is a virtualization platform. You can able to create a virtual machines. What is a Hyper-V? Virtualization platform. You can create a virtual machines in Hyper-V. Okay, it is a feature, not a application. Meaning is you cannot download Hyper-V from internet. So it should be comes with your operating system only. Different recovery tools, recovery tools, reset, advanced startup for a repairing purpose. We have OneDrive is like a Google Drive. You can store the data in OneDrive and you can access from anywhere. Of course, OneDrive required a Microsoft account. Google Store, so Microsoft Store required a Microsoft account. OneDrive required a Microsoft account. Okay. In a Hello feature, Windows Hello feature, like a face, fingerprint, PIN, these type of passwords, like these type of logins. So Hello face, Hello fingerprint, and PIN passwords. Okay, Hello fingerprint required Microsoft account. Okay, so remember the Cortana. You want to use Cortana also, you should log in with a Microsoft account. Okay, so remember that things. You want to use OneDrive, Microsoft account is required. You want to use Microsoft Store, so the store required a Microsoft account. Okay, live or a Outlook account here is required. Okay, email account is required. Cortana is also to use Cortana also required a Microsoft account. Okay, these are the main editions: Home, Pro, and Enterprise. When you buy a laptop or a desktop from our in e-commerce website or anywhere, we are currently purchasing a laptop directly, right? So it comes with the operating system. Most of the time it is Windows 10 Home only. So you have, if you need a Pro, so compulsory check is it a Pro or not. Okay, so you buy a home and if you say these features are not there, the SAR told these features are there, these features are not there. So I'm not the responsible, because home don't have certain features as compared to Pro and Enterprise. Example, BitLocker technology. Home don't have BitLocker technology. Hyper-V feature won't be there in home. Local group policies are not there. In a home edition, you can't see local group policies. Okay, like that. Next, to install a Windows 10, you want to install Windows 10 either in a virtual machine or a physical machine. So processor minimum 1 GHz or faster. RAM, if you are choose Windows hardware and operating system is 32-bit. So RAM is 1 GB minimum is required. 2 GB for 64-bit operating system. Of course, 64-bit compulsory hardware is required. So disk space, how much C drive you are taking, so that is free space must be 16 GB for 32-bit and 20 GB for 64-bit. Graphic card is required for displaying graphics. This is a minimum display resolution. So screen resolution, small screens also it will work. 800 into 600. This is I've written here, it is upgradation and migration. Upgrade means you have a lower edition. For example, you have Windows 7 or Windows 8 in your laptop or desktop. You want to upgrade to Windows 10. So your Windows 7 will be replaced with a Windows 10, upgraded to Windows 10. So in upgradations, you don't lose any data or applications. You don't lose any applications or data. Migration, migrating from one PC to another PC, like a old PC to new PC. I have a desktop, for example, it's become very old. I purchase a new desktop or a new laptop. I want to migrate from my old machine to new PC. In-place migration. In-place migration means I want to, something is happened to my laptop. So I want to remove my operating system and reinstall my operating system. So either in the both the cases, either you are migrating from one laptop to another laptop, or you are migrating into the same machine. You need to back up your data. You have to back up the user data. So then when you are in place migration or you are migrating to other machine, you can restore your user data. Last point I told last class, that is activation. You have a Windows 10 in your hand. So what is this activation? Normally we purchase a laptop like a Lenovo, Dell or a HP, Asus, MSI. We are getting a laptop along with an operating system, that too mainly when Windows 10 into the market. So it's become more popular, okay, automatically. And of course, we are getting a laptop with an operating system. Earlier days, we have a choice, like a Ubuntu laptops are there, DOS laptops are there, no operating system laptops, Windows laptops, Windows desktops, no operating system desktops are there. So we have a choice, like we can able to install a operating system. Nowadays, maximum means 89% of the laptops and desktops are coming with a Windows 10 pre-installed in it. Only 2-3% of Windows 10 Pro, but maximum is Windows 10 Home editions only. Okay, so when you got a laptop or a desktop along with operating system, like you purchase from Lenovo or Dell or HP, your operating system is pre-activated, means already activated with the OEM, original equipment manufacturer. So you buy a laptop with OS, it's a OEM. So you want to transfer that license from one laptop to another laptop, you cannot do it. You change your hardware, the license gone. That's it. Okay. So that's a part of OEM. Retail type of activation. Retail means you have a desktop or laptop. You purchase an operating system either from Microsoft, from the market. Okay. So you have a license key. Install OS, insert a license key. So then it is activated, right? So if in case your hard disk is damaged or maybe you change your hardware, so after you done changes or repair, you have to install OS. So you install a OS and put the key and it will activate. So change of hardware, reactivation will be happens. Okay, that is retail type. Volume licensing is not belongs to us. It is belongs to organizations like a Cognizant, HCL, Savantis, Wipro, Infosys, like a. So this is a very big organizations. What they will do? So for their employees, so they will buy a Microsoft bundle of licenses from Microsoft. So through their servers, automatically they will send a activation key. Small organization will give you manual keys. They purchase 100 keys, but they will enter manually. Most of the time, like big organizations, what they will do, they have a system like a KMS, key management system. Okay, volume licensing systems through their servers, so it will activate automatically. So originally, last class we talk about starting with the Windows 10 architecture, but I keep it in a ending. So any operating system, the base point is operating system kernel only. User interaction mode is shell, hardware interaction is kernel. So your operating system comes with the default hardware interactive programs inside, software inside. Okay, sometimes you have to add extra drivers for it, so then it interacts with your remaining devices with the devices more effectively. And there is a services which control your system functionality, okay, and an applications. So today we are going to see how to manage important points here. It's how to manage the services, drivers, what are the drivers are there, what is the meaning of BitLocker. Practical I can't show you that one, okay, because it's I'm having a home edition. If I want to show you BitLocker to you, I have to use virtual machine. I will try if possible. Otherwise, you can try my previous practicals, recorded practicals are there. So you can see how BitLocker can be done. Okay. So other points like what is safe mode? What is a safe mode meaning is? Okay. What is a BSOD? So what is a BSOD? And yeah, out of all these things, what is system configuration? One more time, we will check how to check the system configuration and what is your operating system editions. Okay, few more things. There is few things we will discuss for first of all, then we'll see any other troubleshooting things. Okay, startup repair kind of stuff. Just okay, sometimes you can able to show you directly, sometimes if not. Okay, at least picture wise, at least I will try. The first one is we'll see the system configuration. Point is how to check the system configuration, and in interviews, in an interview, or maybe if someone will ask you question, what is your system configuration? Always remember, guys, first of all, system configuration means what is your processor, CPU or a processor. Both are same. Okay, CPU means central processing unit. Processor is processor. Okay, so what is your processor? Means what is the model type, whether it is Intel or a AMD processor it is. Okay, and which version, like is it a i3 or a i5? Maybe it is a i7 or a something like a Pentium or a Xenon, like that one, or a AMD type. Okay, or a AMD type. AMD type. So Epsilon processor is there. Ethel. We'll check it later. Ryzen. Ryzen's models are there. So just for okay, their versions are generations. Okay. Next, is it a 32-bit type or a 64-bit? Okay. Next, RAM. know anything. Just for understanding, right? So we know already. Okay. So is it an Intel model or a AMD model, or which type it is, which generation it is, which version it is, like that it is there. So we have to tell it. RAM, what is the size of the RAM? Okay. And model. Okay. So it's like it's a 4 GB RAM. Okay. DDR4 RAM. Just like, okay, make sure it's what it is. If you don't know what it is, DDR4 or DDR3, no problem. 4 GB RAM, enough. Okay, so 4 GB RAM. ROM is not there, guys. ROM size is we can't specifically, we don't know. Okay, but generally by checking, try to find cache memory. Okay, try to find cache memory. It is not very important. Cache is not very important to tell. Okay, so only important is okay. So only for us, for self-checking, cache memory is important. Normally, no need to tell. Okay, it's not much. This also DDR4, DDR3. It's not much important. Next one is how much you are having a hard disk or SSD. Some new laptops are coming with a hard disk and SSD. For example, 1 terabyte of hard disk. Okay. For example, you don't have a computer. Okay. You don't have a computer on your own, but interviewer asking, or you don't know your computer configuration, like that. Okay. Maybe you have a old computer, or maybe you don't have any old computer. You brought a computer for attending interview from your friend. You don't know the configuration. Better to check the configuration, guys. I'm not suggesting, but better to check the configuration. Write down the configuration aside and check it once more. Okay. So if in case your interviewer asking a question, so what is the your system configuration? Okay. Sir, currently I'm using my friend. I didn't check the system configuration. Okay. I have a old system. For example, like some other system configuration, so you can manipulate. So compulsory he won't come to your home and check your laptop or desktop configuration, right? So generally tell any configuration also, no problem. For example, that time your friend, you are using your friends or brothers or sisters laptop or a desktop, so better to check it system configuration. If you are not checking it, if in case you are not checking it, or maybe you want to check immediately that time also, you can check, sir, let me check once what is my system configuration. Do not tell these kind of answers, guys. So my system is Lenovo laptop, and there is a G400, G15, or my laptop is a Dell laptop, G15 laptop, Inspiron laptop, okay, Latitude laptop. So my laptop is a Windows laptop. Okay, mine is having a some thumb impression laptop. Okay, there is a 14 inches laptop. So don't tell that kind of answers. Okay, so tell the CPU configuration. Importantly, what is your Intel processor or AMD processor? What is your processor kind of stuff? RAM configuration, hard disk configuration, and finally OS. Which OS you are using? Most of the time we are using Windows 10 Home. Okay, just look at here. If in case I don't have any laptop or a desktop, I'm my own, but you have to tell an answer. You cannot say I don't have a laptop kind of stuff. Okay, so you can tell a configuration. A configuration I used it for last time, or my friend's configuration is this one. Okay, so my CPU is a i3 processor. i3 Intel i3 third generation, Intel i3 fifth generation. Intel what is the latest one? 12th generation. This year i3 12th generation. Remember, i3, i5, i7, 12th generation. Okay, so 12th generation means 1 2 4 0 0 0, like that only. Okay, 1 2 3 0 0 0. So 1 2 is common. Remember like that. Okay, after the 1 2 3 digits are there. So tell some 3 digits. Okay, okay. 11th generation 1 1 5 2 1. Tell you like that. So 1 1 is common. Okay, 1 1 0 1 0. So 1 1 0 1 0 5. So 1 1 0 0 0. It's like that one. So whether it is there or not, I don't mind about it. So 11th generation, 10th generation 1 0 1 0 5 1 0 1 1 0 H. Okay, like that. Okay, so we don't go depth, but just at least we'll go to. So current version is 12th generation. Okay, don't say 13th generation, 14th. I3 14th generation means you will get a heart attack if you know answer. Okay, so next. So current most possible DDR5. So DDR5 is a 12th generation support one, but previously DDR4 is there. Like a last year, DDR5 released in this year. So DDR4 is still there. Like a DDR5 release for a specific certain laptops. Very latest laptop you want to tell DDR5 is okay, but DDR4 is the most common nowadays. Okay, you go for a old, then DDR3 is also there. So DDR3, DDR4, DDR5. You want to say about the last year, DDR4. 4 years back, DDR3. Okay, 4 years back, DDR3. You want to tell about last year, before last year, or before last year, like a, okay, so like a 2 years back, 3 years back, DDR4. This year also DDR4. Only very latest is DDR5 released into market. It's there or not directly, I don't know, but so I have seen one certain laptop configuration with the 12th generation DDR5 is there. Next, why I have written 1 terabyte of hard disk. Okay, so if you are using a hard disk in laptop nowadays, most of the laptops are SSD laptops. Okay, so the SSDs are 240 or 250, 512, 1 TB. Not 2 terabyte is not there, so be careful. Okay, 2 terabyte of SSD is not at there. So it's like a 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs rupees. Yeah, laptop may having a 2 terabytes of SSD. So like that. Okay, so very recent laptops, most of them having a SSDs are there. So little older is hard disk, like a 512 GB hard disk or 1 terabyte of hard disk are in the that time. So 2 terabyte hard disk is also there. Little older, 3 years back, 4 years back, okay, 2 years back. Okay, so from last 2 years we have a SSD laptops also there in the market. So Windows 10 is the most common. Okay, so check the, you can blunderly tell 4 GB laptop, 8 GB laptop. Okay, 4 GB laptop, 8 GB laptop. Okay. So even if you don't have a system, so you can blindly tell this kind of answers. But first of all, how to check the system configuration. Last time I told how to check the system configuration is task manager, performance, CPU. You can see CPU configuration. Intel i5 3230M. So it's a third generation i5 processor, 2.6 gigahertz. Generations again, not very important. Generations are not very important. Okay, the versions type also not very important. First important is that i5 processor or not. Is it 32-bit or 64-bit? So generally we know, so most of the nowadays are 64 only. Otherwise, I will tell you how to check that one also. Okay. Next, you want to know other details like number of cores, number of logical processors, what is the cache memory, you can also see from here also. Next memory, total memory is 12 GB for my laptop. So check your laptop also or your friend's laptop. If you are in case you are currently not having any laptop in your hand, check your friend's laptop. Okay. So what is your total memory? So this is 12 GB. You want anything speed kind of stuff, then may not from here. This is my hard disk. So what is my hard disk size? Capacity 466 GB means it's a 500 GB hard disk. This is a one way to check the configuration. So one of the thing is task manager, that one performance. Here you can find CPU, RAM, hard disk or SSD if you have a SSD. I am not getting this kind of stuff. Okay. Next, go to run. Okay. MS info 32. Okay. MS info 32. Go to run. If you don't know how to open run, I don't know how to tell. So Windows R is a open to run. In that one, MS info 32. So there you will find all the details. You can see this. What is my operating system? Windows 10 Home Edition. Windows 10 Home Edition. Okay. This is my processor, i5 processor. 2 core 4 logical processor. BIOS mode is UEFI. 12 GB RAM. 12 GB RAM. Hypervisor support is there. You may not see the cache memory here. No problem. So go to components, storage. Under storage, disk. You can see the disk like this. Okay, this is a 500 GB hard disk. Of course, I have a two hard disks. One is 1 terabyte, another is a 500 GB hard disk. So how to go for it? Components, storage, disk. There you can able to find. Here it is. Size is 500 GB. And of course, some more information you can able to get it. But currently, I'm not forcing that. Okay, this is MS Info 32. Next, go to run dxdiag. Here also you can find some information like this. Dxdiag means it's a diagnostic tool. It's a kind of diagnostic tool. It gathers your system information. So it is current date, your operating system Windows 10, 64-bit. You can find your operating system 64-bit and your Intel processor i3, i5 and 12 GB memory. Okay, and if you have a what is the kind of display memory is there here and as well as a here also you can able to see. Okay, I have a HD graphics 4000. So one of the my display drivers. This is graphic card. Means dedicated graphic card is GT720M. sound related, input related devices. So this is one of the system configuration information. So what I will do, this is okay. So this is to run dxdiag. So you can, I think I can write on it. Drawing is there. See, okay, it is a Windows 10 Home Edition. 64-bit is visible here. So your processor, Intel processor, and it's a memory RAM. Okay, current drivers version it is showing. You can also go through MS Info 32. If you want this MS Info 32 picture also, I can take it. So this is a total system. It's not fitting into one place. This is a memory, processor, and this is missing. It's not fitting in one place. It's fitting. Let's see. Yeah, that is enough. Okay. You can see it is. So RAM, processor, you will get your operating system at least. So this is how to check the system configuration. Just got that information. Understand how to check the system configuration. How to tell system configuration or how to check the system configuration. So answer is, what is my system configuration? Answer is, my system CPU Intel i5 processor, 64-bit, RAM is 12 GB RAM, hard disk 500 GB, operating system Windows 10, Home Edition, 64-bit. Okay, and one more point is also there. So how to check your some system in a Windows 10. So go to settings, go to system, go to system. Okay, under system, scroll down, find out about. This will tell you what is your system configuration. Look at here, your laptop name, your processor, your RAM, your system type 64-bit operating system, 64-bit based processor, and your operating system and which version of operating system it is. This is another way to go to configuration. So yeah, I have to blur something. My email ID is there. And my name. I forget that one. Sorry. Okay. So you have to go to this system and then you have to go to about, the about part. So there you will find your device name, your processor, your RAM, your system type, your operating system, and which is edition installed on, this kind of stuff. Okay. You guys understand how to check your system configuration and other details.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, can you once again explain the hard disk size, sir? How to know the hard disk size?
How to know the hard disk size.
Sir.
Okay. Normally I showed in a MS Info 32. There I showed. So go to components. Okay. Disk like this. So sorry. Here it is. Hmm. Now it is clear picture. I went to MS Info 32. That one components. You can find this. Okay. So this is how to find hard disk. One way. One way. So another way is you have to go to disk management. There you can easily find your hard disk. what is your hard disk, how many partitions are there in the hard disk, you can easily find it. Okay, so that part I will show you in the hard disk part, or now. Yeah, I will show you. Anyway, we are here, disk management. So guys, these are all called a run command. So here it is, you can see I have a two hard disk 0, disk 1, like this. These are two hard disks, and these are the each hard disk partitions. You can go to disk management. There you can find your hard disk size. And I told you one more is, that is under task manager performance, you can find what is the hard disk size capacity. Okay, so this is also power still not came. So every day the same problem. My area is like that only, so don't worry. Okay, so this is, yeah, power came, yeah, very good. This is disk 0, this is disk 1, but how I went, that is important, right? So I'm going to put that separately in some text box here. Can't put it. I'm going to run disk mgmt.msc. So this is one way we can find it. Another way is like this. Task manager. Easiest one is task manager. You want to know operating system, so then you have to go to other options. Other than that, you don't require much of any other options. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, these are the system configuration. You know it. Why it is? I asked multiple times. Do you understand or not? Simple is, you want to install an application. Okay, you download an application, or you want to install an application. Right. So on application, that is the description is there. You require minimum 1 GB of RAM. For example, MS Office you want to install. Minimum 1 GB RAM, 700 MB free space in system disk. Okay, 2 GB free space in the program files. means your disk space extra. Okay, so like that it will ask, right? So you should understand, right? So what is this? How to check? Can we install this particular application in our system? Got it? So that is why, like you got a game, like usually I download games, right? So I download a game and I want to install a game in my laptop. So before installation, I have to verify the my system is suitable for the configuration or not. Okay, if you don't check it, what will happen? Your system is not suitable, then obviously application run very slow, application failure, loading failures will occur. So that's why system configuration, knowing that your system configuration is important. Yeah, bro. Get understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now take a small break. No, people, number of people size is not increasing. So just wait. I will stop.